Hey guys, how y'all doing? Don't be surprised about the title, yes, and so forth. I'll let you guys know beforehand. I did read the manga after watching the first season of Attack on Titan, which I'm thinking about doing a special recap for season 1, maybe in fall 2016, to prep up maybe for spring 2017 of Attack on Titan season 2. I wouldn't mind rewatching it again and do some recaps, etc. But besides all that, I did read the manga as I'm saying the second time, and I've been reading the latest chapters every month. And I really want to do a recap on this one and talk about this chapter and want to see what you guys think, or so. So if anything else, let's just start the recap, alright? Okay, around the beginning of the chapter, we have to it that Armin did get bullied a lot, and Eren, on the other hand, just talks to Armin as a little kid and goes like, what's your name, why did you run away? And Eren's always been really upset, and he goes like, why didn't you run away, huh? And of course we have to it that Zeke, or the Beast Titan, on the other hand, recognizes Eren Yeager, and by that time he says, you don't look like your father at all, and he says, trust me, I understand you, we are a victim to your father, you have been brainwashed by your father, which is another thing to put up, because this is where the story might expand more or to give out more questions, because Zeke, on the other hand, yada yada yada. Besides all that, I'll talk about that at the end. Continuing the recap, we have to it that Eren realizes that my father when he asks Zeke, or my father in other cases, and Zeke realizes that Levi is up there and he's freaking like ticked off like hell, and he calls him a monster. I go like, yeah, for sure. Like, who the hell is a monster, huh? And Zeke, on the other hand, says, we'll call this a draw. Bertolt, sorry, I don't think I can save you. And he tells Eren, one day, I will save you. And I think in my mind, what the hell? And he ran away. And by that time, he goes like, yo, Sergeant, my gas ran out. I will chase after him. Give me all your gas and blade. And therefore, Eren was about to do that, but he ends up hearing Armin cough. I'm thinking in my mind, you're telling me after getting your skin burnt off and being exposed to that dim heat whatsoever, you're still alive? I'd be dead already. Seriously, I don't know if that's supposed to be realistic, if anything. But we have to it that Hanji ends up trying to interrogate Reiner, and he says, give that letter to Ymir. That's a letter. And therefore Hanji says, you're gonna give us some information, but Reiner says, hell no, I ain't gonna do that. But John tells Hanji, like, wait, maybe we could take his power. But we do get a little backstory or flashback, like, whoever gets injected by this becomes a Titan, as Erwin says. And he says, like, this thing must be used properly, and you might transform him to a Titan or even a Beast Titan. I don't know. But by doing so, you will have no intellect, and you can turn back to a human and so forth, but you might become a Titan controller. But I'll let you know that you have to have the situation at hand. Like, this thing can heal a human even when he's almost dead. Right now, like, whoever's injected by this with the most serious injuries or something, make sure you cut off the legs of that person and arms. So call Sergeant Levi, and then he'll be taking this injection, but we only have one. But right now, Hanji says it's no good, and she wants to kill Reiner because he's not going to say anything. And by that time, we have to it that Jean realized Hanji-san is not herself right now, And we have to it that Mikasa was concerned about Jean himself as well. And then he goes like, can't we identify all the enemies? But we have to it that Mikasa says she doesn't have a lot of gas when Hanji asks about her gas filling, But she ends up, you have enough to go to Eren and Armin right now. So I need you to go check on Eren's situation and charge your gas and return here with the injection from Levi. Fire a flare, etc. And there's a reason you can't take that injection. I will kill Reiner with that, So I think Hanji says that she might take the injection. I don't know. And so forth, but it seems like Jean was kind of concerned about this, but Hanji says that, yo, it was my choice. Yo, words given to me is something, you know. We have to it that Sasha is actually injured as well, if I remember, like a couple chapters ago. But someone who's supposed to be better right now is just in trouble. Right now, like Eren, Mikasa just arrived with Eren, and right now, like Eren tries to keep Armin alive as possible right now, you know. And he asked Levi for the injection, turn Armin into a Titan, and let him eat Bertolt. And then Levi was about to say, okay, you know, no problem. But later on, we have to it that Hanji-san and Jean gets attacked by Zeke and that quadruple Titan whatsoever, and he ends up saving Bertolt, you know, which no, actually ends up saving Reiner. Forgive me for my mistake. Forgive me on that. And John, and we had to it that Coney wants to go after him, but Hanji says, don't chase him. We don't have a lot of gas right now, and if you make one mistake, you'll be dead. And John was pretty upset, saying that it's just my fault. How could I did something that I just can't be forgiven? But Hanji tells him, I told you it is my decision. Let's go with Eren's team. And Levi was about to hand Eren the injection, but a surviving soldier shows up with freaking Erwin, you know? Like, with all of his intestines and stomach damage right now, he doesn't have enough blood. And thinking that the injection would help. And right now, this is where things get really tough and ugly. Because I don't know what to expect, but one thing for sure, it's not going to be looking so good. And this is where a choice is to be made. You know? And right now, Levi has hesitations and looks at Armin and Erwin right now, and Erwin is still breathing. And hell, this is gonna be tough to even decide right now. And Levi says he wants this injection to be used on Erwin, but Eren stands in his way and says, you said you would use it on Armin, but Levi says, I will save the one who could save the world or save humanity. But the surviving soldier who brought Erwin's body looks on in confusion and sees Mikasa with the blade, and she ends up approaching Levi with tears in her eyes right now. And I'm thinking in my mind, oh great. Even Levi stares at her in like in serious expression. And right now, both Erwin and Armin are still breathing, surprisingly, and Bertolt is still standing there, dead, half dead possibly. And while Zeke says, Reiner, you damn well lucky that you lived, you know. And right now, like, it ends off there. You know, I know this recap's long, forgive me, and so forth, and if you could actually tell the reflection off my glasses, possibly, then you would know why. I apologize, but one thing for sure, like, I don't know what to think of this chapter. I gotta say, it's pretty tense. It's like, Hanji tries to grab information, but would not do anything, and Jean suggests that we should eat Reiner for his power, you know, and Levi, you know, chasing Zeke telling Eren this and that, you know, and so forth. There is a lot of theories and a lot of hypotheses where this can go. Zeke, let's start out with the one where Zeke tells Eren like he knows of Eren very well and he's been brainwashed, you know, and he will save him. And I'm thinking in my mind, are you kidding me, man? This opens up another thing of if this is either the truth or the lie. After all, I've been doing certain research here and there about like what the manga author wants to go about Attack on Titan, you know, like possibly like for another 2 years to 2018 or something, that kind of thing. And of course, like the injection and so forth, and of course Reiner is saved by Zeke himself, which really sucks, as they can't get his power, and Sasha's injured, etc. Armin is shown to be alive, and so forth, but with the injection in hand, with Erwin and Armin to appear, this is where Levi wants to save Erwin because he believes he could save humanity or save the world. But with Eren and Mikasa in the way, and Mikasa showing up with her blade, this could go two ways. She either attacks Levi and things break out into a giant fight, or she kills Erwin completely and things get really ugly. I don't know. One thing for sure, like, it could go both. It could go many ways. I'm pretty sure anybody has millions or tens or a ton of hypotheses or theories to go by for the next chapter. I do not know who's worth saving. I don't. I know Erwin is an honest man and he's been ruthless to save humanity, but he does it for his dream as well, you know? Armin, on the other hand, wants to save humanity as well, but he wants to go out there and be in a survey corps and wants to go see the ocean. That's another dream, you know? So, both these people have dreams. Erwin wants to know the secrets of the world and get into Eren's basement. He must learn the truth. And as for Armin himself, he wants to save humanity and so forth. Both of them want to save humanity, but they have separate dreams, you know? Let's keep that in mind. I am pretty sure we all know that Armin is a main character, obviously. And he has an important role to play. So, as for Erwin, he also has an important role to play. But whoever's worth saving, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure many could go with Armin, many could go with Erwin. Many people could say Erwin, he's a ruthless punk, you know. But who is worth saving? Who is worth saving? I don't know. What do you guys think is worth saving? But that's about it. I might do more in the future on the Attack on Titan manga. I haven't decided yet. But I will tell you this though. I will rewatch season 1 of Attack on Titan for fall 2016 to prep up for spring 2016 for Attack on Titan season 2, you know? And I might do a recap each week, like episode 1, episode 2, etc. Like how I always do it. I'll do a weekly recap each week. And also, like, yeah. I don't know. But that's for sure. Until then, I'll see you guys in my next video or so. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.